Let's talk about set and forget trading, the trading approach that most traders never learn. In this video, I'm going to talk about swing trading, in this case on a cryptocurrency, but it applies to any market, forex, stocks, ETFs, futures, commodities, anything. So this is a set and forget approach. It is the community I have created, the education site. And in this video, I'm going to talk about Moo Deng and the power of supply and demand and set and forget approach. As you probably already know, meme coins like Moo Deng, you can see this in the middle of the screen on the watermark, are this is a perfect example of how the market doesn't need fundamentals or anything to create trading opportunities. So let's be honest, as I explained in a previous video, okay, analysis for this meme coin. Moo Deng is probably useless. A meme coin, useless meme coin. It's just another meme coin with no real life application, no innovation, no serious project behind, like, I don't know, Polkadot or SushiSwap or many other coins. And Moo Deng has liquidity and it is tradable. So this is the monthly time frame. As you can see, very strong impulse made of 1, 2, 3 large candlestick patterns. So after we see a very strong bearish impulse, okay, we are expecting the correction. But if you are looking at the smaller time frames, like the daily or whatever, I mean, you see the daily, oh, this is rallying, this is going to break all-time highs, and then it bounces back, okay, it bounces, goes down, 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 down. Why? Because we have the monthly supply level in control, and we are expecting this. So on the daily, you're not going to see that level was in control. So all this candlesticks over here on Moo Deng Memecoin make the monthly imbalance. Okay, so when it hits the proximal line over there, you can see the first reaction, 1, 2, 3, 4 large candlestick. It rallies into that reaction, and from there starts dropping and dropping and dropping, then a correction and drops, and we are expecting this until their minimum. So still there is a lot of margin for profit on Moo Deng. Now we're going to talk about the set and forget approach, okay, for swing trading, in this case for this meme coin. And as I said, meme coin is the perfect example of how the market doesn't need anything, just imbalances, because these imbalances are the heart of everything, what creates everything in our society. When we buy a new car, new house, food, you know about supply and demand. You know when something is cheap, when something is expensive. But when we look at the charts, we just get like dummy. We don't know what to do. We rely on trading strategies that will drag all kind of arrows and then EMAs, moving averages and everything, and you don't really need it, okay? And if you understand supply and demand, and if you understand price action, and together they are very, very powerful. As I said before, this is a useless meme coin, but it has futures contract, and with that, it means that you can short it or buy it, okay, with high leverage when these imbalances take control, and you just have to let it play out. Okay, so this monthly supply level are around 0.2674. Okay, we have been watching this for many months, and then it's been trying to react for 4 months and a half, almost 5 months, since that price, this meme coin reached that supply level. Okay, so you can see that we have very large candlesticks, and then now we have a bearish candlestick, and then we have a large upper wick, we have an engulfing pattern, and now it's trying to create a new low. So price action and the candlesticks are useless unless there is location and there is a context. And supply and demand and set and forget applies or brings or shows that context, that location too. Okay, so the context here is that we have a downtrend in the monthly and a very huge, strong supply level in the monthly has gained control. So that's the context. So given that context on meme coin, on this meme coin, Moo Deng, then when price reaches that imbalance, we can start thinking of going short, swing trading in this crypto meme coin, or shorter term using the smaller time frames to scalp, okay, or do intraday. Okay, so if you've got a life, you better just sell and hold or buy and hold. So you can do your daily life things. Okay, so this is the footprint of professional money, whales probably. Okay, and when that happens, we are expecting this. So price has started to react downwards, as I said, for 4 months and a half, and this is not random. Okay, I always say the same thing. This is not random, and this is magical. I mean, we can predict when this is going to happen and when this is going to happen. So by using supply and demand and price action together. And this is the power of supply and demand trading, and set and forget. Okay, so every time price reaches such a strong imbalance in the monthly, demand rise up, new sellers stepping. As you can see with this price action, as I explained before, the engulfing pattern, the upper wicks is showing us signs of bearishness, given that we have the right context and the right location. So as traders, our job is not to predict with wishful thinking, but to position ourselves where the high probability trading scenario is in our favor. And in this case, in Mudang Memecoin, the high probability is to sell short using futures contract. If you have access to exchanges like KuCoin, probably Bybit and others, that allows you to sell short using futures contract with a high leverage for this crypto meme coin, and then just wait. Okay, so because as you already know, swing trading and patience are critical. So this Moo Deng crypto coin setup is the perfect swing trade. Even long term is longer, it's like longer term than the swing trading. We are not here to scalp 1 or 2 ticks, and nor are we here just watching chart like zombies every day. You just need to set alerts, and when these lows are broken, okay, I will start managing up my position. We don't need to look at this setup every single day. Okay, we place our trade at that imbalance, we set up a stop loss, we protected the trade, and then define our target, and now we wait. And patience is the trader's best weapon. You know that. This is the set and forget approach, and this is why most traders fail, because they do not have a set and forget approach. You set your position, you protect it, you set your targets, and then wait for the results to happen if they happen. Okay? So when you have this approach, you can easily go to the gym, take your kids if you have them to school, watch Netflix if you like, watch a movie, even cook a steak if you want. The market will do whatever it has to do, will do its thing with or without you staring at your screen like a zombie. And that's the power of the bigger time frames, as I always explain in my videos. You don't need to be babysitting your trade every single day. You just let it go. And when you look at the smaller time frames, and the weekly is a smaller time frame, you can see a very strong rally over here in the weekly that happened in the 5th of May, more or less, 2025. So wow, this is crazy. Are you gonna sell with this strong rally? A rally of about how much? 800%, 860%? Crazy. No, oh wow, no, this is going to be broken. All-time highs are going to be broken. No, this is perfect. The arrival into the level, strong level on the weekly, on the monthly, sorry, that's perfect, because there will be no obstacles on the way down. The next obstacle is this demand level that is located much lower at about 0.0477. And this is heading south, and if these lows on the weekly are broken, which probably will happen this week, the first week of September 2024, then there is nothing that will stop Mudang from dropping down there. So if you learn how to leverage future contracts, here is how, where Mudang becomes fun, because even though it's useless as a project, you may disagree with it, but I don't see any utility in this meme coin unless I have missed anything. Okay, even though it's useless as a project, many exchanges lease future contracts on it. KuCoin is one of them. So this gives us the opportunity, okay, and the possibility to short with leverage once this imbalance against control, or when there is another setup in the smaller time frames. And this gives us the possibility, like I said, to short with leverage, multiplying our potential returns when the supply imbalance starts to play out. And there is a lot of margin for profit to reach that imbalance on the weekly, as I said before. So But as you already probably know, leverage is a double-edged sword. The same way it multiplies profits, it can amplify losses. So if you don't respect your rules, then it's going to be a problem. So that's why patience and discipline are non-negotiable. Okay, enter one trade, and this trade enter once. Risk a little bit of your money. Don't go like full on this particular trade. You have to take this trade, another one, and then do not put all your money in the same trade. That's like key. Okay, so enter, risk little, and then let the imbalance, okay, do the heavy lifting for you. Okay, this is what we are expecting. So although this crypto is useless, the trade is priceless. It's all about the coin. I mean, about selecting the right coin with imbalancing control. It's not about what the coin does, because you don't really need it. Okay, if it is useful or not. It's about the methodology, supply and demand imbalances, and the patience of waiting. Okay, so fundamentals, forget about them. They are already priced in. News irrelevant once these huge imbalances gain control. And patience, that's where the real edge most traders lack. And this is why most traders fail, and they just want one strategy, another one. They just want quick money now, and they are sitting in front of the computers all day long, like babysitting the trades, who are trying to find a new intraday and short term. But if you've got a family, children, and everything, that's not going to work out. You're going to lose your family, your children, your car, your house, your everything, your money, because you will be obsessed with this. Okay, because trading could become a sickness. Okay, it's very addictive. So when these imbalance takes control, you can see on the weekly, as I said before, new impulses. On the daily time frame, if we go closer, you will see here the supply level gains control, as I said before. Then 1, 2, 3, 4 candlesticks after strong sell-off. We have to wait for the pullback. Okay, now it sells off, the pullback doesn't happen yet, and then corrections, and then drops. It tries to rally to this impulse. It does, and from there it's just dropping. And now a new bullish impulse over there. Why did this happen? I have no idea, and I don't care. I mean, because the long-term position, okay, short position on Moo Deng is playing out. So this week over there is that rally on the smaller time frames, but who cares? Okay, okay, imagine you see that trade. You are sure there, and you see this week, oh my God, this is going to look like this, and this is going to be a loss. No, it just drops again. Okay, you are probably projecting losses before they happen, and you just need to trust the imbalances. Okay, trust them. There's a lot of room for price to keep on dropping. This is the set and forget approach. So if you wait for the right imbalance and trust the process, that's the only thing you need, to be honest. So let's see if this arrow plays its magic and it drops down there. This is an update to a previous analysis when price was up there. I did another one over there, I think, and this is the third analysis. And hopefully I will be doing another analysis when the trade finally plays out fully. So if you like this video, just click on the like button and subscribe to my channel. I will be glad to help you with anything you need. Have a great day.